If you've ever read Wonder Woman comics or watched her spin her golden lasso of truth on the big screen, you know she has no shortage of enemies, rogues, and gods alike. But of all these adversaries, one name stands apart: Ares, the god of war. And in the world of Wonder Woman, that weight is both literal and symbolic, because Ares isn't just strong. He's the embodiment of conflict itself. But who is Ares, really, in the context of Wonder Woman's stories? In both Greek mythology and DC Comics lore, he's the son of Zeus and the literal personification of war. But where some gods might inspire, Ares corrupts. He lurks in the shadows of every battlefield, thriving on chaos and bloodshed. Generals whisper his name when they taste victory or defeat. Soldiers curse him as much as they pray to him. He's cunning, whispers into the minds of kings and commanders, lighting the spark that becomes wildfire. When Wonder Woman faces him, he is war itself, eternal, seductive, and destructive. For Diana, Amazon would-be bringer of peace, he's the ultimate nemesis. Their clashes, whether in ancient Greece or the modern day, are more than superhero spectacle. They're a reminder of the never-ending tension between hope and despair, and the fight to believe that a better world is possible, no matter how strong the gods of war may seem. The darkness standing in constant opposition to her light. She isn't just fighting flying fists or magical armor, she's battling ideas. She has to overcome the notion that war is inevitable, that hatred can't be beaten. Every encounter with Ares becomes a test of faith in humanity. He doesn't just start wars, he needs them to exist. In some stories, Ares tries to seduce Diana into joining him, arguing that her power would be better served on his side. That peace is just an illusion. Ares, played by David Thewlis, is introduced as Sir Patrick, seemingly mild-mannered official advocating for an armistice during World War I, but Diana senses something is wrong. As the film unfolds, it's revealed that Ares has been manipulating both sides from behind the scenes, pushing humanity toward ever greater destruction, not with raw might, but clever nudges and the cruel logic of conflict. When he finally faces Diana, it's not just a superhero-villain showdown. It's an argument between hope and cynicism. In others, he aims to destroy her outright because she offers hope to the world. Occasionally, their struggle veers into the philosophical, raising the question, can you truly destroy war? Or is it always lurking beneath the surface, no matter what heroes do? Why is he her enemy, and what does he want? In Wonder Woman's world, he sees humanity as deeply, irreparably flawed. Sometimes he's subtle, slipping into the role of a politician or a puppet master. There are even moments where he reluctantly helps Diana, seeing a glimmer of a purpose beyond endless war. But those moments are rare. Violence and deception are just part of what it means to be human. And Ares, always the instigator, turns those traits into something apocalyptic. It's a title that carries a lot of weight. Let's rewind to the beginning. She was trained by the Amazons to be a warrior only as a last resort. Her mission is always harmony, understanding, and yes, sometimes necessary battle, but never destruction for its own sake. It's what pits her against Ares. Over and over, he's not interested in preventing war, but in feeding it. The more humanity suffers, the stronger he becomes. Ares is an ancient figure. That's why Ares' presence is felt across the ages. At the time, he wasn't much more than a melodramatic supervillain, hatching big, brash plots for world domination. But as Wonder Woman's character grew more complex, so did Ares. He became less of an old-school baddie and more of a nuanced enemy, the living contradiction of everything Wonder Woman stands for. On the pages of the comics, Ares first appeared back in 1942 under a different name, Mars. You see, Diana of the Masira, Wonder Woman, was shaped for peace, and yet Ares is not just a brute. The rivalry has been explored in all kinds of ways. This dynamic came to the forefront in the 2017 Wonder Woman movie. Comic book Ares has worn many faces and taken on many forms. Sometimes he's armored and monstrous, a titan on the battlefield. Through it all, Ares represents more than just a villain for Wonder Woman to punch. In the end, as long as there are conflicts in the world, Ares has a role to play. But so does Wonder Woman.